Hi, my name is Lisa and I'm going to be your host for today. The music industry is something that's growing every single day, especially with the technological advancements that we have. Things like Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud. People just keep sharing and sharing every single day. Some artists have made it out locally and internationally, some being Yuna, Sean Lee, Sheila Amza, just to name a few. One artist that we notice have been getting recognition every single day is 21-year-old Alex TBH, or otherwise known as just Alex. Here's his story.
I'm Alex TBH and I make music. That's about
Something about you makes me gravitate to you right back. And now I don't even wanna count the times I lie ahead.
Back then I say, to be honest, a lot. It's very shallow and it's just, that is all there is to it. It makes my persona very millennial. My parents have a really musical background and they sing a lot at home, so I naturally tend to sing too, I guess. At the end of the day, I still think my parents yearn for security more than anything, and they still do not believe that music provides a secure job or any sort of prospect. But I guess I'm trying to just defy their logic. I started making music when I first got my iPad. I started off from there, and then I started experimenting with like more professional tools. I think it's more of a cathartic release when I start writing down the lyrics, and I feel I also let go a lot of my burden and my emotions. I really enjoy being accompanied by artists from all sorts of genres. Right now, mostly revolves around falling in love, falling out of love, and yearning for affection and things like that. Very first song I started Alex TBH itself. I wrote that record right after I got this phone call from my ex, and he told me like he explained to me everything, because I was wondering, what the fuck is going on. And when I found out everything, I was really heartbroken. I feel like that is to date my most personal record, and I'm very proud of it. Yeah, if anything, that is the most honest record I've ever put out. I struggle with like mental health in the very beginning. Everything from dealing with my nervousness right before I perform on stage, with the stress of trying to keep up with the release date that you promise your fans, and it really does take its toll on me at the end of the day. So that's something that I'm still struggling until this day. Going back to square one and realizing that what I'm making is, at the end of the day, for passion, and I'm doing this because I genuinely enjoy doing this, and not because I feel forced to please my fans or to go on stage because I have to do it for the money. Yeah, definitely. A lot of times I always doubt myself. I used to think that my content is not good enough, or that I don't present myself well enough, or that I just have low self-esteem and low confidence. But I guess at the end I just embrace the fact that it's okay if you have low self-esteem, and it's okay to embrace and accept it and try and work on it. It's definitely more accessible than ever. If I want to collaborate with someone from the other side of the world, all I need to do is send them a Google Drive link and they can open it up and fire it up. I used to do that a lot. I collaborated with this friend of mine, he's in South Africa, and we formed a duo for a very short while. That's how we collaborate, basically. You just send Dropbox links back and forth. Spotify has been really helpful. They put me in multiple playlists with like hundreds of thousands of followers, so I was really grateful for that. I paid 0 cents to them for any sort of publicity. I definitely love it, especially this year. It's been really, really encouraging, and it's flourishing everywhere. You don't just get a very unison, like a very unilateral kind of genre anymore. You get new wave, you get techno, you get people that are actually into techno music, people that actually show up to underground clubs just to listen to techno music. You get people that go and support indie bands, and that's really promising because I never really expected that kind of demographics to exist.
I'm Nisha. I'm a full-time law student and I perform with Alex for fun. We met at this event, it's called Hoax, and he was one of the performers. Me and my friends really liked his stuff. So we just like came up to him and was like, hey, like we really like your stuff. Do you want to like make music together like sometime? That's how we became friends. Funny story, we actually did a cover of Kiss It Better by Rihanna at like 4 a.m. because we were just like, hey, we're bored, let's like do this. And then we did that, we recorded it, and then we posted it on SoundCloud and it blew up. And we really did not expect that at all. The reception was so good that everybody was like, oh, when are you gonna perform Kiss It Better? As an artist, he's actually pretty disciplined. He works so hard. For one of his songs, Stoop So Low, he literally like recorded that in 24 hours. He did not sleep that night. He wrote it during the day, recorded at night. The next day he was like, yo, I did this new song. Do you want to listen to it? And I was like, what? Oh yeah, definitely. Keep a lookout for like, you know, some new stuff.
Wait,
watch this space,
We're producing music together? What? I didn't know that.
In order to get further insight on our topic, we decided to interview industry professional Jennifer Thompson, who has had over 30 years of experience in the music industry.
My name is Jennifer Thompson. I'm an event manager and a music activist. I've been in the business for 35 years. Alex was performing for a number of shows and a lot of people were talking about him, so I said, okay, I need to go check this out. I've listened to his stuff. It's quite amazing how fast he's come up, how much support he has. Kudos to him, and I think that is an amazing start for him.
People trying to come up with more event spaces and just inspire creativity. In terms of radio stations, I definitely feel like they need to stop playing mainstream music. If they would give an ounce of encouragement to local artists to keep on making music, I would definitely feel like the local music scene would definitely be flourishing because they act as a mediator between the listeners and the artists. But definitely these days there are a lot of other mediums that the general masses can use to listen to our music, like go on Bandcamp, Spotify, YouTube, you name it. I guess it would be making it internationally and being known internationally. That would definitely be like the highlight of my career. Don't give up. My music used to be really shit, trust me. It's very, very terrible, but I went on YouTube videos, I obsessed in finding out how to make that exact sound. So go on YouTube channels, browse around, look up Reddit, look up websites that give you really good advice on how to start making music.